Yuan Garden, a stunning private southern China-style garden. It is a must-see spot when you're in Shanghai. Built between 1559 and 1577 by a retired official Pan Yunduan as a private estate for his father, Yuan, meaning garden of pleasing and satisfying. Yuan is no less a pleasant enough, well-contained classic Chinese garden like other famous gardens in Suzhou, but the uniqueness is more significant than others. Here we are at Sansui Tang, Hall of 3 Years of Corn. This is the first and the largest of the garden's grand pavilions. The highlight here is a fine window and wood beam carvings of rice, millet, wheat, fruit, and other emblems of a plentiful harvest. The building was used as a meeting place for local officials and for proclaiming imperial announcements. The hall could be the busiest place in the garden, but ironically, you will see a vase on the table and a mirror stands aside. Combining vase and mirror in Chinese pronunciation Pingjing means pursuit for peace and harmony. Leak window, really just like a window. If you notice closely, the 4 Chinese characters Fu, Lu, Shou, Xi are written on the 4 corners of the frame, signifying fortune, prosperity, longevity, and happiness. Consists of 2,000 tons of rare yellow mountain granites fused together. It is not only a pretty landscape, but the only relics which has existed in the garden for more than 400 years. Here we see another rock, Chinese Mouth of Truth. So many brave and honest people have put their hands into the hole and made it so smooth. A guide is telling the story based on 8 models carving on the wall. One of the figures with the peach represents longevity. Touring the garden is the best way to understand Asian Chinese culture and philosophy. Pavilion for viewing frolicking fish. A mirror used here to reflect the waterway, with schools of happy carp and goldfish swimming in a stream that appears much longer than it actually is. We're hearing the guide is telling the happy fish story now. Look at those carp. I know they're very happy. The plaque says hearts meet not far away. The true story for the granddaughter of the owner fell in love with a young gardener. Their hearts only met in the heaven. Double corridors. Described in the guidebook is one for men and another skinny one for ladies. Hearts meet through frame windows. Viewing Flowers Pavilion, where a 4th-century-old ginkgo tree stakes out the front courtyard. Basically, here is the place to stop and smell the flowers, listening to the trees, listening to the bamboo rustling, listening to the waterway running. Every part of this garden has little details where you just stop. Dragon symbolized the imperial power and authority. Cleverness is a dragon on the wall with 3 or 4 fingers on its claw, which means less powerful than the emperor's dragons. No gardens in China had ever built the wall with dragons. Dian Chun Tang, Hall of Heralding Spring. It served as the headquarters of secret small sword society in 1853, plotted to join the peasant-led Taiping rebellion based in Nanjing. A Chinese garden is not completed without a full moon doorway. It is symbol of harmonies. Small goose egg-shaped pebbles on a walkway in a mosaic of the courtyard. It says it is good for barefoot massage. Water represents the essential of life. Waterfall, waterway stream, and pond symbolize the flow and rejuvenation of life. Exquisite jade boulder satisfies the 4 elements of appearance: skinny, leaky, wrinkled, and transparent. It is a Taihu Lake sculpture rock which had taken thousands of years for water moving around or through the rock added holes to the rock. Appreciate the rock as a natural sculpture symbolizing wisdom and immortality. I'm certain those people were having great time to feed happy fish. Whoever built the dragons on the wall got more and more confident to build not one dragon on the wall, but 5. To continue walking, before exit the garden, the arch bridge is a must-take photo place, as it is an essential part of the garden landscape. The last uniqueness of Yuan Garden is its location in the center of Old City or the bazaar. After touring Yuan Garden, tourists can explore themselves in the Old City, or just like Queen Elizabeth to sip authentic Chinese green tea at Middle Lake Pavilion, or have a fine dining like Bill Clinton's family at the Louis Lang restaurant.